Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative, and today we're looking at another Solgar product. Don't worry, we're not sponsored by anybody here, but this is the Triple Action Sleep. This is one of my favorite things. I am somebody who's been taking melatonin for what I would like to really call is insomnia. For me, it's really hard for me to go to bed. If I did not have anything and it was just a normal day where I really didn't exert myself, my mind and my body is going to keep me up until about 3 or 4. I am somebody who unfortunately listens to a podcast or watches TV before they go to bed, and I understand that completely. You're getting a lot of light on you. Hey, even right now at 10 p.m., I'm filming right now with lights on me. This is probably not good for my sleep pattern, just in general. But for somebody, and a lot of people are enthralled in technology, they're really like wrapped up into it. That's just what you do. Maybe at the very least, I'm maybe reading a Kindle, but I don't do real books. So I'm always having lights on me. This is why sometimes you can see I have these kind of like yellow looking lenses. Those are blue light lenses to kind of kill the blue light and hopefully like help my eyes, going on as I'm aging up. But this is really something that I found works. I said melatonin is something that I used to use. Now, usually for the starting dosages, you go for 3, 5, or 10. 3, again, this is my recommendation for how I did it. 3 is what I took when I started. 5 is a little bit more if you need it. And for me, unfortunately, and I really do say this unfortunately, 10 is where I kind of sat at. But the melatonin, even the one from Solgar, I felt a little groggy the next day. In all honesty, I felt a little groggy and I didn't feel like it was pushing me into sleep as fast as I wanted it to. But this one here, this has, well, you can read on here. We're not going to go over exactly what's in here. If you want to pause and read that for yourself, you definitely can. But this is a triple action sleep. Helps you relax, stay asleep longer, and wake up refreshed. Clinically studied, time-released melatonin plus calming lethanine, I think that's how you pronounce it, and a nighttime herbal blend. This is a blend that has... It's 10, yeah. So this is 10 milligrams of melatonin. Just remember, that's the highest dosage that I've seen myself personally use. And then it has other things to help. And you can even see, we have the capsule tablet here. It's not exactly like, this is a darker on the top than it is on the bottom, but you can see it's a triple action little thing here. And there is one thing I just have to say before I continue on this. Swallowing this capsule has been a little bit hard. I'm somebody who really refills my water with cold water, and I know that can kind of constrict the throat, but there have been times, and it's kind of an often thing, where the where the pill kind of gets stuck a little bit here, and it slowly goes down. So what I would really recommend is if you take something of a tablet this size, is it a tablet? Tablet the size, take it with at least room temperature water, if not warm. That would relax the throat and allow it to go down fully. It's just that way for me, even with other things like fish oil and stuff. That's just something that's a side note that I personally have to go through. That's just kind of what it is. So try not to take it with cold water. But for me, I take this, and I've really gotten into this kind of situation where it does not matter what I'm doing, as long as I'm kind of not actively moving around. I can be editing things on like video editing, photo editing, watching TV, reading something, or playing something like on my Switch. As long as I'm maybe just like sitting down either on the couch or in bed, that is enough to kind of allow my body to, in 30 minutes, be ready for bed. 30, and if I'm really exerting myself, like really putting thought into something, maybe 45 minutes. So, but for normal, I would say for normal people, because I have recommended this to some of my friends, and they say it is about 30, because I'm somebody who just like, my mind doesn't shut off. Literally doesn't shut off. It's constantly processing either useful things like work or what am I going to be doing next with these videos, or just like hypotheticals that really aren't helping anybody. That's just something that I really go through to kind of prep myself for whatever comes out like in my future. So it's really, this thing is doing two things. It's really shutting down my brain, or really slowing that process and allowing me just to kind of like focus on one thing, which usually is like, that one thing ends up being TV, a game, or a book. And that's actually not bad at all. It just allows me to kind of just stay in that single thing and just focus and just slow down and go into a single focus, not thinking about tangents, not thinking about things that are around me that I really can't control, but just focusing on one thing. And then focusing on one thing just allows me to like kind of slowly rest, go to bed, and then that's it. 30 minutes, 45 minutes, if it's 45 minutes if I'm really processing up here, but that has really been great. I'm not somebody who really wakes up in the middle of the night, but for me, the only times I've really woken up while on this, and I still wake up groggy if it's in the middle of the night, is maybe to go to the bathroom. Maybe I drank too much water before I went to bed and I need to go to the bathroom. I'm still groggy, I'm still able to go back to bed and fall back to sleep. But for me, I don't usually wake up if I'm already asleep. Now, the next morning, I do pair this with something I mentioned in a previous video. I pair this with B12 because this doesn't necessarily leave me groggy as other things have. It's just that naturally, I am a groggy person and not a morning person. So I use B12 to kind of put a cap on it and naturally wake me up. But just as a baseline, it's not causing grogginess, but it is not curing my own natural grogginess. Just kind of like think of that when you are thinking about this product. But for me, it has been what I've chosen to use, let's see, over the last few months. I really wouldn't go with anything else. It just kind of works for me. So it's something I recommend for myself, and if you want to give it a try, Triple Action Sleep by Solgar. Again, you have to realize that this comes with 10 milligrams of melatonin as a baseline, and then there is more on top of that. So if you don't want to do 10, maybe cut this pill in half or in thirds. Maybe that could work for you if you have a pill cutter. But guys, this has been really, really great for me. I'm going to be continuing this, and yeah, if you had a question, what was that other product that I use? This is the kind of, this basically B12 is what I use on here. But all right, guys, if you have any comments or questions, put in the comment section below. Don't forget, I'm on Instagram and Threads at M8B9. You can email me at creativenyc2023@gmail.com. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you next time.